Persona 3 Reload is the long-awaited remake to the original Persona 3, which released all the way back on the 13th of July 2006. And from personal experience, I'm here to tell you that Persona 3 Reload was well worth the wait and is indeed straight fire, with some stunning looking visuals along with some amazing overall quality of life updates to the gameplay segments, which makes Persona 3's top-notch story available for modern audiences who don't want to buy a PlayStation 3 to be able to play it. Before we get into the video, I want to be completely transparent in the fact that I have little to no experience with the originals. I have a couple hours played on the portable version of the game on Steam, but that's all. So do with that information what you will. Persona 3 Reload takes place on Tatsumi Port Island, and to be honest, it is not exactly the best location in the series, as you don't have anywhere near as much stuff to do compared to Persona 5, but I still enjoy the island. The blue colour scheme and aesthetic of the whole game looks great and very pleasing to the eyes, because blue is a goated colour. Fight me if you disagree. In and around Tatsumi Port is where you'll be able to raise your social stats, increase Persona stats, spend time with your social links. So yeah, let's start talking about those social links right now. Starting off with Makoto. I say he goes straight into S tier. He is an amazing silent protagonist, and he is also emo with blue hair. He's pretty cool. Next up we have Yukari Takaba, and for me it's another S tier. I really enjoy her social link, and she's based.
More like stupid fat.
Junpei starts the game as a complete arsehole, but as the game progresses, he actually becomes a great guy, and I really like him a lot. S tier. Akihiko Sanada is pretty cool, but I don't think he's quite up to the S tier standards. To avoid spoilers, I won't say what, but he did have a moment in the game that really got me and hit me deep. But other than that, he's not quite up to the same level as the main three. A tier. Mitsuru, please step on me. Fuka Yamagishi is pretty okay. Like, she's a solid navigator, but she's not anything special. She isn't no Risei. B tier. Aigis is another S tier. Her social link as well as just her overall character is so well made and makes you feel really genuinely connected to her. What a great character. Ken. Oh lord. Ken goes to D tier. I'm sorry man, I couldn't care less about this guy. Shinji Aragaki goes A tier. I think he's pretty cool and mysterious and stuff, and he's a pretty swell guy. Right next to Akihiko. Old couple is S tier. Forgotten these guys' names. They go wherever. This guy is just a greedy butt. Elizabeth A tier. All the villains go A tier except Chidori, who gets S tier. I promise I don't have a thing for red hair. Here's all the other social links if you care about seeing them. With someone in D tier, definitely not because of the fact that they're friends. And finally, Koromaru goes in the good boy tier. He's such a good boy. Moving into the combat of Reload, we have the new rendition of Tartarus, which I honestly find overall pretty enjoyable going through the floors. They were all pretty beautifully designed in their own ways. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it can definitely feel pretty mindless and a tad boring, but it was never a huge issue for me personally. The additions of the monad doors that can randomly appear on some levels, giving the player an optional chance to beat a mini-boss and obtain some rewards, was also pretty cool. I enjoyed the longer ones that would permanently be placed before border floors too. Some of them were very challenging and a lot of fun. Another new addition to fights is the Fyoji mechanic, which is so genuinely exciting to use and adds another level of strategy. Fyoji is pretty much the equivalent of the Showtime mechanic from Persona 5 Royal and gets charged up throughout battles. There are certain characteristics for each individual Siege member that helps to maximize charging this meter to unleash their ultimate attack. For example, Yukari's Fyoji increases most when healing party members, and the animations for all of these attacks are absolutely top notch, and they get you so hyped to unleash them upon any opposing foes. I have a personal favourite one that can be used by the protagonist, and well... All our attack animations and screens have made a return as well, and they all look absolutely quality. Now, on the script of this video, I actually touch on the controversies with a lot of the reloads, like re-released sort of remade versions of all the songs and stuff like that, and you know what, it comes across as actually overall quite negative, so I've decided I'm actually not even going to speak about any of that, and I'm instead just going to praise the music, because blimey does it sound absolutely top notch. I mean, the reload versions of some of them are absolutely amazing. My personal favourites are the Burn My Dread remix, I mean the Final Battle Burn My Dread as well, Full Moon Full Life I think is an absolute tune, and oh yeah, have you heard of a little song called Changing Seasons? That one is an absolute tune. Deep Mentality, you know, I overall am so happy with these remade versions of the songs, and I think that they really take the original soundtrack and boost it onto another level for modern audiences. I listen to this literally all the time in my personal time. Literally, I'm going for a walk, slap the soundtrack on, I'm doing anything, I'm sat here just minding my business, playing some games, slap the soundtrack on. I think it is absolutely amazing, and I want to give big praise to Azumi, the new female vocalist that they got in, and Lotus Juice always does his stuff on this. Bro is an absolute G. And for anyone who prefers the original soundtrack to the Reload one, that's completely cool, man. You know what? I completely respect your opinion, and that's completely all good with me. We keep it civil over here. You know, nice friendly environment. There's no need for any silly debates or arguments over this stuff. You know, everyone's personal opinion is their own personal opinion, and I respect it for what it is. So yeah, I personally love the soundtrack, and if you haven't listened to it, you should definitely give it a spin. I'm pretty sure it's on all streaming platforms. Atlus should sponsor me at this point. Well, after all is said and done, I feel that Persona 3 Reload was a masterful remake and did an absolutely blinding job at bringing a Persona classic to the modern era of gaming. Quality stuff. I want to take this end bit of the video here for anyone who's still watching, just to talk about the current state of the channel. So if you're not interested in that, the video's over. You can click off the video now. For people who are interested and do want to know about where I've been for the past 7 months, I have been very busy, and I mean very busy. I mean, it's been unbelievable. I've been out, I've been doing so much stuff. A lot of stuff has happened in my personal life, so, you know, I haven't really had as much time, or sometimes it's been a lack of motivation, other times it's just been, you know, genuinely there's a lot of other stuff, you know, meaning that I haven't had time to do videos, but I'm having a lot more time now to be able to do this stuff, so hence I'm back with one of my favourite games of the year so far, Persona 3 Reload, which is really off tune, I know, for like the start of stuff that was on the channel, but I promise we'll get back to some FNAF stuff soon. Who knows, maybe this video will come out and I'll go radio silent for another 6 months. But hopefully that shouldn't be the case. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, give a cheeky quick channel update for everyone who was interested. I am here to stay, I hope, kind of, you know, I had other videos in the making, I've got some ideas. Oh, and actually, I forgot about this actually, I feel like I've never actually said this on the channel before, but I've been making videos with Spoopy Melon, so stuff, if you do want to hear from me and there's not stuff on this channel, I'll be on the Spoopy Melon channel. We've made loads of great videos over there. I'll leave his link in the description, and he also made the thumbnail for this video. Cheers one, mate. Alright, well, yeah, that's all from me today then. Have a good day, evening or night, wherever you are, and I shall see you in the next one. Hopefully not in 6 months.